Well, there we have it. We're on episode 11 of Shadow of the Colossus. I guess I'll go ahead and say it right now. The Colossus in this episode is going to be really, really different. Admittedly, there are some people, I believe, who really do not like this particular Colossus for a number of different reasons. I've read opinions ranging from it's too cheap, it's too hard, it's not epic enough, it doesn't fit the tone of the game, blah 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 blah. And I cannot help but just outright disagree with such a thing. It's not true. It's impossible. It's a really good Colossus. It is kind of hard though. It's tricky and it's got a very interesting and unique mechanic involved with it. But in the meantime, I know I've got a little ways to go because, incidentally, this Colossus happens to be one of the ones that's like really far away from the starting position. But having played through this game now, I'm pretty far into it, almost 3/4 of the way done with it now. It occurs to me I'm really still kind of shocked and a little bit disappointed that the director of this game and the development team behind this game really are like a group of people who just seemingly do not seem to get the same kind of household name recognition as other other contemporary Japanese developers. Like, I know several people who, if I can name off people like Hideo Kojima, Suda51, Shinji Mikami, Hideki Kamiya, Yoshinori Kitase, Tetsuya Nomura, those are names that people seem to recognize with regards to Japanese developers. People always seem to know who they are and what they've made, but like when it comes to Fumito Ueda, I feel like a lot of times if I were to bring that name up, if I were to say his name out loud in a group, amongst a group of people, there's a very high probability that I get a bunch of blank stares. Which is a shame, really, but I think a lot of that has to do, one, with the types of games that he has made, because, Eco, Shadow of the Colossus, and The Last Guardian, I mean, those aren't exactly what I'd call the most easy sell, or easy sells for most people. Minimalist, pared down, very, very Spartan approaches to design. I mean, these are games that like visually will catch someone's. They're explained in words. A lot of time they sound a lot less interesting than they actually are. So I guess I could probably talk about him for a minute because I do know a little bit about Fumito Ueda. I find him to be a really fascinating individual within the video game industry because he's kind of an odd duck of sorts. Initially, in video game development, he was working under a man by the name of Kenji Eno. And if you don't know who he is, that's okay. Not a lot of people really know who he is. He's another one of those developer types that a lot of people just have never heard of. But if you want to see kind of what Kenji Eno was known for, I mean, because the man had a very idiosyncratic way of making games, and he had very idiosyncratic games as a result. There is a game that he directed and wrote, and I believe he programmed it to a certain extent too. He was kind of like all hands on deck with everything he ever did. But Kenji Eno, one of his games is called D. I would suggest Googling that and looking that up. Like, go to YouTube and watch a Let's Play of that. It is truly a unique game. Something I don't think anybody's ever really attempted to do before. It's just a really weird game. But Ueda was working with Kenji Eno at his development studio, and Eno apparently the only reason he hired Ueda at his studio and I believe the game that Ueda was working on, he was a CG animator for Enemy Zero. And Eno was apparently was quoted as saying at one point that he hired Ueda because he knew he was a really good artist, but he also knew that he was a really shabby CG animator. So Eno basically gave Ueda his first big break, and Eno himself had a pretty good working relationship with Sony, Sony Computer Entertainment, and so Eno, I guess, probably through those connections, probably either recommended or was actually asked about, or probably had a hand in why Ueda ended up working at Sony. And following that, I mean, he started with Eco. He was given a dev team, and he went and made Eco, and it was a critical success as far as I can tell in Japan. And here in the States, it was kind of like the marketing campaign was horrendous on it. I mean, it was terrible. Like, the box art looked awful. There was literally no advertising for it, so it kind of came and went and flew under most people's radar when it debuted on PlayStation 2. But it kind of quickly garnered a fairly substantial cult following, and is now rightfully so kind of respected as a really quite a unique video game in its own right. And then following that, of course, Ueda did this game, Shadow of the Colossus, and then after that he spent like 10 years dealing with having The Last Guardian in development hell, and that finally got made. Unfortunately, he's not with Sony anymore. That's a really nice image right there. I'd take a screenshot if I weren't busy talking. He's no longer with Sony. He finished up work on Last Guardian as a contracted employee, and then he called it quits from there. Apparently, he's got his own dev team now. I think a lot of the Team Eco people probably followed along with him. And supposedly, he's got a game concept ready to go, and I'm assuming he's probably working on it. So I'm very interested to see what he'll do next. But yeah, like, really, go look him up. Like, he's only done 3 games, but he's easily one of my favorite people working in video games today. I think he's just fantastic. And look up Kenji Eno too, because he's just unbelievable. But in any case, now we have our Colossus of the episode. This is CELOSIA. It's the unofficial name. The devs referred to it as the Lion, and I'd say that's a pretty accurate statement. This thing is oh boy. So CELOSIA, the thing about CELOSIA is by far the most aggressive Colossus in the game. I mean, it is easily the most aggressive one of the bunch. It is the entire time from the moment the fight starts, CELOSIA is immediately targeting. Oh shit. Oh god, this is bad. This is very bad. Get up, Wander. So from the moment the fight starts, CELOSIA is just immediately targeting and trying to just tear Wander to pieces. But thankfully, we have this, because in a unique twist, this is the only Colossus that seems to respond to fear. It actually has something it's afraid of, and that is, of course, fire. So we're just gonna do that. Ooh. And that, by the way, is where our magic sigil is going to be. Oh, aggro, I can't. How am I gonna call aggro? Alright. So here we go, watch this. Let me see if I can actually do this. Nope. Oh shit. Okay. This ain't great. This is not good. Okay. Oof. I tried to do something cute and tricky, but that did not work the way I wanted it to. Oh. So damn hard to get a hit in on this thing. I mean, it really... Once it starts, it really does not stop. See, again, a lot of people seem to not like this Colossus. I think it's really cool. It's a really, really weird change of pace for this game, as every Colossus so far has been, with the exception of the Gecko, has been fairly, well, fairly massive. And so to have this thing, which is, you know, not that big. It's about, I mean, it's about the size, from what I understand, according to the Shadow of the Colossus art book, which I wish I had a copy of. This thing is about the size of a sort of an average baby elephant, or like maybe like a mid juvenile stage elephant. So it's pretty. It's big, but it's not like anywhere near as big as previous Colossi. And I don't think I'm getting anywhere with this, because this thing is just not letting me hit it, like, at all. It is just really, really not wanting me to do nothing to it. Okay. And that's okay, because if not, that's all right. I get a second chance at the ledge drop, maybe, because it is actually taking us back to the beginning area. This is not great. Really not sure what I'm going to be able to do here. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. You've got to get up. You got to get going. You got to run. Oh, no. Ah. Don't think it's going to follow me down here. Oh, who the hell am I kidding? It probably will. No? Didn't. I'm shocked. Okay. Alright, I can't climb. Oh boy, this is bad. Okay. I think I got exactly one hit on it. I'm not entirely sure where it went. Ooh. But as you can see, it is incredibly aggressive. Like, it is actively chasing Wander now. Okay. Oh God, where is it? Where'd it go? Back out there. Here it comes. Oh God. See, I really don't know why people dislike this Colossus. This thing is ridiculously cool for what it's worth. Get back, get back, get back. Now, part of the trick here, though, is you've got to stay a certain distance to it. If you get too close, it'll actually swipe you with its front legs, and if you get too far away from it, it'll just immediately go back into charging at you. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna go for it. Let's see. Ah! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Wander, yeah, there you go. Kind of wondering what he was doing there. He wasn't really grabbing on. Shit. And it keeps shaking so much, and Wander moves all over the place on it. Ah! I mean, it barely gives you even a second. There we go. Might just have to go with quick hits, I guess. You can kind of maybe see why people might get a little irritated at this fight, but again, I really like it. I think it's really cool. I mean, it's a really awesome change of pace when compared to the rest of the Colossus in the game. Colossi, I should say. Damn it. Come on. Come on. Quit bucking. Okay. Shit. Oh, this sucks. Oh, you suck. Okay. Oh, jeez. I mean, look at that damn thing. I mean, it just goes. Oh, shit. See, that's the other thing, too. Like, when Wander gets hit by this one, I mean, like, the other Colossi, I think, technically can, cause you to, like, you know, kind of go unconscious there for a bit. But, like, this one, like, anytime it hits you, you will go unconscious. And it occurs to me, I really need... Oh, God, Oh, shit. I was waiting to hear the damn thing run into that torch thing, and it just... Oh, come on now. What? That's goofy camera stuff there for whatever reason. Alright. Now, when it comes to the dropping stab attack, you might think, because you have to take into account all of Wander's physics and all of his animation cycles. Everything it's a little odd, to say the least. Oh, it's not what I meant to do. We're not calling aggro. Pull your damn sword. Come on. Come on, kid. Ah. Again, I messed it up. Gee whiz. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. Well, how the hell was I hopping on it before? Oh man. Yeah, I'm not really sure how you're supposed to do that with any real accuracy. It's just so finicky. I wish it wasn't, but that's the game, so I mean, not a whole lot you can do about that. But I mean, I'm not gonna be able to... Ah, damn it! Come on! That's gonna take forever. Wasn't expecting this one to be the longest one in the game, but it's slowly turning into that. But I guess it's appropriate. I mean, again, this one is not, you know, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. And thankfully, I've been picking up plenty of, like, stamina upgrades and health upgrades, because, man, I couldn't imagine trying to do this with just base health and base stamina. This would be, I mean, just darn near impossible, I think. Damn it. Come on, I just need you to stop moving. Alright. One more good one, and I should have it. There we go. Oh my god. Gotcha. Man. There we go. That's Celosia. If it's any consolation, that went a little better than I thought it would. But not by much. But in any case, that is the end of the episode, so hopefully go check out more of Fumito Ueda's games. Go look up Kenji NO2, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Wonder whose voice that is. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Shadow of the Colossus. Thanks, and goodbye.